welcome back to another video on the channel of Mr. Balloons, and today we are doing another week 30 predictions, back with football. 19th of June, Norwich City versus Southampton is the first game. I'm going to say it 1-1. Norwich City, they've rock bottom. I don't feel like they're going to get out of it. They might get a couple more wins, but the reason why I'm saying 1-1, I know Southampton are on good form. Well, were on good form until the last couple of games. Well, that was 3 months ago. I feel like it's more like a realistic score, 1-1. I feel like Norwich will get a few points in draws. So that's the first game done. Let's move on to Spurs versus Manchester United. I feel like it's going to be 2-1 to Manchester United, because Manchester United seem to do well against good teams. Spurs hasn't had the greatest of the seasons at all. Man United either have had a shocking season, I believe, probably even worse than last season, I'm not too sure. But they seem to do well against good teams. That's why I'm saying that. And now we're moving on to another day, 20th of June. Today we're starting off with Watford versus Leicester City. I'm going to say it's going to be 1-0 to Leicester City. Leicester City in the last game were against Aston Villa, thrashed them 4-0. The last time they played against Watford, I believe they did draw. I don't know if it was like 1-1 or 2-2. But because of coronavirus issues, I don't feel like Watford are going to get any points in this game. Plus, Watford weren't on the greatest of form. They were starting to get back away from the relegation zone, but they did lose their last game against Crystal Palace. I don't really feel like they're not going to get the greatest of start after the coronavirus. But now moving on, Brighton versus Arsenal. I'm going to say 2-1 to Arsenal. After Arsenal, I did predict them to lose against Man City 1-0. Arsenal, I feel like they were on very good form. They've been winning the last game. I believe they won 1-0 against West Ham. Brighton, on the other hand, they drew 0-0 against Wolves, which was pretty good. I feel like Brighton will probably stay up for like 17th, 16th, maybe even 15th position, around there. So yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal. Now on the next match, we are doing West Ham versus Wolves. I'm predicting this 1-1. Now, last match Wolves played, they drew 0-0 against Brighton, which we just talked about. But the reason why I'm saying 1-1 against West Ham, because West Ham have been pretty good. They only just about lost against Arsenal 1-0. The previous game, they won 3-1 against Southampton, and they only just about lost against Liverpool 3-2. But really, the reason why I'm saying this is because coronavirus, the big break, I feel like Wolves are going to start off a bit shaky, but they'll get back onto it. I think like 1-1 draw will suit them quite nice. Moving on to Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace. I'm going to say 2-2. It seems that each time, I don't know why, I always think Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace, I always think of high-scoring games. And Crystal Palace, I think, are definitely not getting relegated. But Bournemouth have a big chance of getting relegated. I feel like, because Bournemouth last game, they only just about lost against Liverpool. But Crystal Palace last game, they did win against Watford, but that's only Watford. But that's why I'm predicting it 2-2. Moving on to the 21st of June, Newcastle versus Sheffield United. Last time Newcastle played Sheffield United, they won 2-0, but didn't really deserve it that much. But I'm going to say 1-1, because Newcastle last game, they did a pretty decent win against Southampton 1-0. Sheffield United's last game, they had a fine win against Norwich City, only 1-0, but a win's a win. And I feel like it'll be one of those games where it would just be low scoring. And after coronavirus, I don't think there'll be any high scoring with Sheffield United that much. So 1-1 draw would suit that game. Moving on, Aston Villa versus Chelsea, 2-1 to Chelsea. Now, Aston Villa, they might be getting back McGinn and Jack Grealish, which are probably their best players. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 2-1 will suit it. I feel like they might have a bit of a chance because those two players returning. Chelsea are a very good team, so there's no way they're going to lose against them. And the last game they did play, they won 4-0 against Everton. And Everton are a decent club, and I feel like, you know, they're just going to settle off with a nice win to start off the season again. Moving on, Everton versus Liverpool, 2-0 to Liverpool. I mean, Everton lost 4-0 against Chelsea, and I feel like Liverpool are, well, they're basically victors of the Premier League. So a 2-0 comfortable win suits them. Liverpool's last game, they just about won against Bournemouth, but a win's a win. That's 3 points. And now moving on to 22nd of June, Manchester City versus Burnley. Man City's last game was against Man United. They did lose 2-0, but I'm thinking 2-0. I don't think Burnley have any chance. They did draw against Spurs though, Burnley, but Spurs weren't on the greatest of form in the first place. And plus coronavirus, I feel like Man City will just storm ahead with a 2-0 win, comfortable win. And that will wrap up today's video. Hopefully you can like, subscribe, and always remember to turn on notifications to never miss one of my good YouTube videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.